For a moment, you may just think that we're aboard a luxury cruise liner, maybe a Silver Seas one or a Regent, but in reality we're in the Yacht Club aboard MSC Virtuosa. The MSC Yacht Club is actually a ship within a ship. When you're within the Yacht Club, you can for a moment forget that you're on a mammoth cruise ship like MSC Virtuosa at all. It genuinely feels as though you're on a small, intimate and luxury cruise ship, one which is usually well and truly out of most people's budgets. In this review of the MSC Yacht Club aboard MSC Virtuosa, we'll get into every detail you need to know, including which ships it features on, the facilities and perks that are included, and most importantly, is it worth the extra money? MSC Yacht Club is a place where you can savour exclusivity and privacy in a world of choice. A place where you can indulge in the luxury of a private 6-star resort, where you can expect lavishly appointed suites, an exclusive 24-hour butler service, and a dedicated concierge to take care of any question or query you may have. At the time of editing, the MSC Yacht Club can be found on MSC's newest and largest vessels in the fleet. This incredible facility cannot be found on the older, smaller ships with the company. Perks of the Yacht Club begin before you even board, as you'll receive priority check-in at the terminal, as well as priority disembarkation. When in port, whether by means of tender or gangway, you will be escorted by your butler so that you are one of the first off of the ship. Everyone in MSC Yacht Club is gifted a premium extra drink package, which includes drinks up to the value of $13, as well as a premium Wi-Fi package, where you can browse and stream unlimited on up to 2 devices. In the event that you can no longer cruise on your selected sailing, those booked in Yacht Club are entitled up to 1 free cruise change, giving you peace of mind if things can't go according to plan.
Starting with accommodation within the Yacht Club, there is a range of accommodation to choose from, but we're going to focus on the grade that we had, which was an MSC Yacht Club Deluxe suite, which in terms of surface area, appointments and layout is a mini or junior suite with other cruise lines. Deluxe suites measure a generous 29 square metres and can be found on deck 14 through to 18 of the Yacht Club. There is no doubt that this is the best appointed mini suite or cabin we've had on any ship we've been on so far, and there was no question that it really did feel like a suite on an ultra luxury cruise ship. The design and decor of this cabin was stylish and uncontroversial. Beds featured Egyptian cotton sheets, memory foam mattresses, and a choice of pillows to ensure that you can personalise and guarantee a great night's sleep in your Yacht Club suite. Your butler is simply a phone call away 24 hours a day, whatever you may need. You have a fully interactive TV to make your cruise experience that little bit easier and enjoyable, where you can check your onboard account and daily activities on board and watch movies on demand. You also receive a fully stocked minibar as standard, which includes a range of soft and alcoholic beverages, as well as savoury snacks. On arrival, your butler will provide you with a complimentary bottle of spirit of your choosing or a bottle of wine. You can expect surprise food deliveries during your cruise as well, whether that be champagne and chocolate dipped strawberries or a freshly baked lemon meringue pie. Storage is plentiful and the suite is practical. Yes, the wardrobe isn't the largest, but it is more than adequate for most people's needs. You also have a variety of different cupboards, shelves and drawers scattered around the cabin, and they certainly compensate for the small wardrobe you get in a deluxe suite. Large mirrors make this suite feel larger than it is, and with the Zoe Bluetooth speaker, coffee machine and daily newspaper delivery, you can really make yourself feel at home. In terms of practicality, this graded suite features a generous amount of power outlets, including US and European sockets, in addition to 2 USB ports which are conveniently positioned on both sides of the bed. But if you don't want to feel like you're at home, you can always take advantage of the 24-hour room service and the packing and unpacking service offered by your butler, as well as complimentary dry cleaning and pressing service. If we were to be slightly pedantic, we feel that the unbranded toiletries you get in a suite bathroom don't match the level of luxury you get elsewhere in the cabin and the Yacht Club at large. Many cruise lines including P&O, Cunard and Marella offer luxury toiletries to their guests in premium accommodation, and we feel that this is an area MSC should try and match. But you do get plush bathrobes and slippers like most cruise lines offer their guests in luxury accommodation.
What we love about Yacht Club is how all of the facilities are within walking distance of your suite. Nobody can access the Yacht Club without scanning into this area, and this is what gives it that ship within a ship feel. It's so different to the hustle and bustle of everything else that's going on around this busy ship, and if truth be told, if there wasn't a need for us to film the rest of MSC Virtuosa, we probably wouldn't have left the yacht club at all. Everyone else on the ship has to queue at guest services if they have an issue or a complaint, but if you're in Yacht Club, you can get your very own concierge where the level of service and desire to deal with any issue you may have is at a level we have never quite experienced before. On the same deck as the concierge desk, you'll discover the Top Sail Lounge, a contemporary, spacious and exclusive lounge area which serves premium beverages as well as light bites throughout the day. The Top Sail Lounge also plays host to the Yacht Club High Tea, which is served each and every afternoon of your cruise. This is a Yacht Club benefit which should not be missed. The attention to detail was faultless. The loose tea you are served here is the very best, and the delicate sandwiches, sweet treats and freshly baked scones you are served here are nothing short of delicious. This afternoon tea experience is made all the more special by the pianist that gently plays here throughout each high tea sitting, and the incredible panoramic views you receive from the floor-to-ceiling windows which span 180 degrees from port to starboard. As an inclusive afternoon tea experience on a cruise ship, the high tea at the Yacht Club is the very best we've had.
When it comes to dining, MSC Yacht Club guests can dine at the thoughtfully named MSC Yacht Club Restaurant, which is located all the way forward of Deck 18, and just like the Top Sail Lounge, this dining room provides those captivating views out over the seas ahead. This venue serves breakfast, lunch and dinner, and the service here was always top notch. As good as the food was here, we was a little disappointed to observe that the menu is the same as the other main dining rooms on board. We did expect it to be an exclusive menu for Yacht Club guests, but this wasn't the case.
Speaking personally, I was also very disappointed to see how poor the options were for vegetarians. One option for starters and entrees, and if you were a vegan, there was nothing for you on any of the evening menus that we saw. This issue was raised with the maitre d', and to his credit went above and beyond to provide me with a delicious meal each evening. This did feel very personal, and it was very much appreciated. However, I still take issue with any cruise line that doesn't have an alternative menu on hand for those with dietary issues. We also felt that the plastic flowers on the tables didn't feel like an ultra luxury cruise experience. Cunard have real flowers on most of the tables in their lounges and restaurants regardless of class, and this is just another area where we feel providing real flowers could lift the overall experience and make it feel more luxurious.
On Deck 19 of the MSC Yacht Club aboard MSC Virtuosa, you'll find a sensational Yacht Club Sundeck and Solarium, featuring luxury sun lounges, cabanas and a small yet incredibly inviting swimming pool and hot tub. Imagine this Solarium in the Caribbean, that's got to be as good as it gets, right?
If you're like us and wouldn't want to leave this beautiful area on a warm day, you don't need to. Bathrooms are just inside, your cabin is less than a minute's walk away, and you also have the Yacht Club grill and bar for you to stay fed and watered all day long. Friendly and efficient service is on hand at all times at the Sundeck, and you can request food and drinks to your sun lounger whenever you like. The Yacht Club grill serves light bites for breakfast, lunch and early dinner. Weather permitting, any cruiser will know that eating al fresco in the sun is one of the best things you can do on a cruise ship, and it doesn't get any better than doing it on the Sundeck and Solarium at the Yacht Club with MSC Cruises. If you thought that the benefits and perks of MSC Yacht Club ended there, you're wrong. Yacht Club guests also have daily access to the MSC Aurea Spa, where you pamper yourself with revitalising massages and beauty treatments, or just enjoy the hydrotherapy pools, saunas and steam rooms. As spas go on a cruise ship, it doesn't get much better than this in terms of the facilities on offer. MSC Yacht Club guests can also take advantage of tailor-made excursions and shopping experiences, where you can arrange with your butler and concierge a private butler-escorted shopping experience or a unique and tailor-made shore excursion to befit your wishes and requests. To wrap up the benefits and perks of MSC Yacht Club, you'll receive 10% off of all spa treatments in the Aurea Spa and a 20% discount on prepaid specialty dining packages. So with this in mind, it would be best to look into the prepaid options before your cruise so that you can take advantage of this discount.
MSC Yacht Club aboard MSC Virtuosa was nothing short of incredible in our view. The small areas of improvements are tiny and certainly wouldn't stop us from booking an MSC Yacht Club suite again in the future. In fact, it's something we'd insist on when considering a cruise with MSC. Cruise ships with MSC are big and busy, and traditionally would be the type of ship hated by those that cruise with the likes of Cunard and smaller and less crowded ships with other cruise lines. MSC Yacht Club offers a totally different experience. You really do forget you're on a big ship at all, as the Yacht Club feels forever intimate, personal and mostly premium with the exceptions of the areas of improvement we've observed. If you're somebody that has fallen out of love with the cruise experience aboard Cunard ships or another cruise line where you feel like you're not getting quite enough for your money, give MSC Yacht Club genuine consideration. It is the most luxurious experience we've had on a cruise ship so far, and it's one we're craving to experience again. Thanks for watching.